The video that you're about to see was previously recorded and released on my other channel, Zeke's Garage. It was recorded about a year ago and was part of the content there when my channel was just kind of mixed up and had really no direction. But now I've split the two channels, and this content really needs to be over here. So if it seems out of context with what's going on and out of order, if you will, that's why. I figured I owed you an explanation. But this is still content that I want on this channel, and it's good, valuable content for this channel. So please bear with me. There's going to be about 4 of these videos. I'll put this intro on every one of them so you know what's going on. But hey, other than that, enjoy the video. I appreciate you watching. Hello and welcome back to Zeke's Garage. Today I've got some RC content for you. These guys here. We're going to be playing with some wheels that I just bought off of Amazon, adding my weights to them and showing you how you can do this stuff for free and make your truck way more capable than out of the box. So stay tuned, here we go. Okay, what I have is some wheels and tires here by Hobby Soul. You can see that right there, Hobby Soul. They are the Mud Slinger 1.9s. These are 4.72 tall, and they mimic the TSL Bogger. Just bought these. They're going on this here truck. They're gonna go on my Gen 8 with the Kaiser body. Gonna put them on that. But let me show you what I do to all of my wheels here to make your truck way more capable. Okay, here we are on my workbench. I'm just gonna remove these screws right here. Wow, that was loose. That probably would have just fallen out on the first drive. So I recommend Loctiting, and I mean blue Loctite, all of these screws when you get these wheels. I mean, I would even go over all of these on this outer ring. And I do that myself. And I recommend one of these things too, if you got a magnet tray for these tiny little screws, because I don't know if you have the same luck I do, but these things always have a mind of their own and disappear. If I'm missing a screw there, guess it's a good thing they sent some extras. Okay, this guy, these are not wanting to come out of here. There we go. We'll get that one in a minute. Okay. Feels like it's loose. There we go. 2 of those guys. So then these guys just pop loose. You can see that. Try to keep this in frame. There's the back ring. The wheel. We should have an inner ring. Yep. Now, and then just the foam. This has got just a cheap foam in it here. Yeah, just a... Okay, so now we're apart. We got all of our pieces here. And I'll get the setup for you, show you what we're doing. Okay, this is the middle ring. Like I said, it lived between this guy and this guy all assembled in the wheel. This is the center ring, and this is the ring that you can buy brass, Trial, or other name brand copies of, you know, to add weight to your wheels. And some people say that rotational weight will break axles and hurt bearings, and yeah, it might, but I've been doing this for over a year now, and I've never had a problem with that. So bearings or axles, to be completely honest with you. And there's trucks I have a lot of weight in. So here's my secret. Let's see if I can get this to focus. This is a 1/2 inch wheel weight, okay? 1/2 ounce wheel weight. And this is a 1/4 ounce wheel weight. You can see they're quite a bit thinner than the thicker one. My bigger, heavier trucks with the bigger 2.2s, I use this one in. And my smaller trucks with 1.9s, I like to use the quarters in. Okay, and I go to tire stores and I get these for free. So I have a grab bag. These are my smaller ones and these are my bigger ones. And like I said, I just got them for free. Just go to the tire store and ask for them, and those guys will usually say, yeah, come on back here and have your pick. And there's always a ton of junk in there and you get dirty doing it, but you know what? Saves me the money buying these things, so I go and do it. So let me line some up here for you. I just line these up, get them to cooperate. And it doesn't matter, so you can see where these were stuck on the rim. They have all the adhesive stuck on them still. I just, it's inside the wheel. No one's gonna see it. I'm not that picky. I don't remove it. But I lean these all up face down here. See, that's a different size one there. And I like them to be uniform, so I'm kind of picky about the weights that I grab. So like that's a different one there too, if you can see that. That's different size than the ones I'm using. So, and it was just stuck there, so I didn't, I just didn't filter it out at the store when I was there. I just grabbed, and I do that, I'll just grab a bunch that look like they're the right size and I'll run with them. So this, guys, is just electrical tape. And if I can find the end here, I'm just gonna stretch some out here and stick it over these guys to stick them together. Okay, and then I'm gonna take my ring, and these are going right around it. And I like to fit them tight. So it looks like we're gonna fit to there, so I've overshot this, and I always do, which is okay. So I'll peel these ones off, if I can. Okay, we're gonna stick those together, squeeze them a bit, and I'm just gonna run this excess tape around to hold them together and tear it off. Okay, I'm gonna center my ring. And they're gonna hang over just a skosh, and that's okay. And we ain't quite exactly together, and yeah, I could probably squeeze that. Yeah, I could squeeze that a little better and maybe stick another piece of tape on it, but you know what, my car's not gonna care. So, let me get all these out of the road. I have Proline dual stage foams that I'm gonna squish in here, and everybody knows how fun that is if they've done that, so I'm gonna do that off camera really quick. Alright, so I did one and I changed my mind because it wasn't too bad, so I figured I'd do this on camera for those guys who haven't done it and might benefit from seeing it done once. So here we go. They're kind of a pain, kind of a trick, but I didn't cuss too much at the other one, so I figured we'll get this on video for people to see that need to know how to do this. Okay, I just kind of go around it and make sure I cannot see the white foam like I did there. There, it's seated there, flip it over, check it around. Okay, we're good. And then I just kind of make sure we're centered in the hole here. Make sure that's good and centered and we're good to go. Okay, and then this gets fun too. This has got to be in here and squished in the center of these dual stage foams. This kind of sucks. I might have to turn the camera off and cuss and swear at this a little bit off camera. But I will attempt to do it on camera for you here. Ow, it just hurt my rotator pop. let's see. There we go. We're winning, okay. So that's the ring with the weight on it. Now it's in there and centered. And that wasn't too bad. I mean, I have a bad rotator cuff that gives me some grief once in a while, and today it's been giving me that grief, so that kind of hurt and was not fun. But hey, if I can do it, anybody able-bodied can do it. So, okay, this guy goes back in the front, and it don't matter which side's front and back at this point. This guy goes back in the back. And you want to make sure your tire's nice and seated around the ring here, and that these guys actually line up on the holes in the wheel. So I'm going to pull that back out and try to get her a little more lined up. And then sometimes this can be a two-person job, trying to squish this down and start these bolts. Or some of the manufacturers give you longer bolts and stuff for this to make this possible. I'm gonna try to attempt to get one started here for you. I think I got it, but nope. And they make those clamps, but I bought one, never was able to get it to work. So, and then, you know, with the weights in there too, this can be super fun. So it makes it a little harder to get this piece done. I do have a couple of longer bolts. I might go find them really quick, so give me a second here. Okay, so I was able to get the thing sealed up. Got the weights in there, and then the rims bolted back together. I did it myself, but it was kind of some trickery. So now I'm just kind of going around these beadlock rings, because anytime you order these ready to go tires and wheels from Amazon, I recommend doing this, because none of them are Loctited. I use the real Loctite in blue. Don't ever use red. But just these are super tight, and I worry about stripping the heads on these tiny little bolts. And this is my smallest hex driver that I have here. I don't know what size it is. I guess I can look at the handle here, but it's kind of irrelevant. Doesn't really matter. But I'm just going around this ring, and I'm not going to bore you with all of this, and I already did the ones in here that hold the hex on there. So just getting this done so I don't end up losing all of my bolts out of my beadlock ring. And they don't have to come all the way out. If you just pull them out far enough, just like I'm demonstrating here, pull them out far enough to get the nose of your Loctite bottle in there. About like that, if you can see that on camera. And squeeze the nose of the Loctite in there and put just a drop on it, and try to do this one so you guys can see it. Run it back in like so. So I'm going to do both of these wheels, and then I'll weigh them for you. I'll put my little scale out here and I'll weigh them for you and show you what we added to it. Show you one that's unmodified and show you one that is. So I get this one done. Alright, so I'm going to complete this all the way around, and I'll be back with you. Okay, I've got my postage scale here. I'm just going to zero it. This tire is an unweighted tire, so that's the factory, what you get from Amazon tire, ready to go, assembled. And this is one I've added weights to. So what do we got? 10.5, and what was the other one? 6 something? So about 4 ounces there is what we've got out of this. So not too bad. I mean, you can really feel the difference between filling them, and that's enough to make your truck, holy crap, capable. So I'm pretty happy with it. If you guys have seen my Ecto on this channel in the shorts, that's all I've done to the 1.9s in the front of it, and it grips everything. So anyway, there you go. There's a quick upgrade you can do for free to any of your, well, free except for the foams. These are the foams that you get from the Chinese store, and they're okay, they're respectable. But the Proline dual stage foams really shine in the side hill department. They don't, you know, the tire doesn't seem to roll underneath and make your vehicle roll. So I recommend a dual stage foam if you have the funds to do it. They're about $40 for 4 of them. It's about what I spent on these. So, you know, but I run some of these in some of my trucks too, and they just don't do as well on the side hills. So anyway, that's what the dual stage foam's all about, is side hilling that doesn't roll your tire underneath for the weight of the vehicle. But wheel weights, that's the answer to your cheap climbing capabilities on your trucks. Alright, thanks for hanging in there with me on this one. Wheel weights are awesome. I run them in all of these trucks sitting here behind me, from the Ectos down below to the TRX4s, to the Red Cats, to the Vanquish, and the Axial up on top there. All of them have these wheel weights. We've been running them for over a year in some of these trucks, and we haven't had any problems with the wheel bearings or breaking axles. So take that for what it's worth. I know everybody has their opinion on that, but that's mine. Alright guys, that's the end of it. Thanks for watching. I appreciate it. Like and subscribe, and tell people about me.